Am I overreacting by how pissed off I was at LeBron in that game? Like, were his flops more egregious than
This,
usual, or is
this
that just because I was just watching him for the first time in a while?
honestly tough for me to comment because I have been the most consistent LeBron James fucking hater since the jump. So it doesn't really that for you, remember the Street Fighter live action movie? Like for you, that was the day that LeBron James made you so mad that you decided that you have changed your opinion about who he is. But for General Bison, that was Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like I've always fucking hated that guy. So that came as no surprise to me, to be quite frank with you. I give him a few points back because he likes Liverpool. But other than that, like since him and Pierce and the 1v1s in the playoffs, like I've been like, fuck it, like we're arch rivals, like that's where we are, that's where I stand with you. Since he took Ray Allen and his team was the team that was like the most iconic shot of probably the 2010s, that really annoys me like a lot still to this day. So I like, I'll say this about LeBron, and I've said this before. All his biggest highlights of his career, the camera is on a different guy. So that's how I feel about LeBron James. And yeah, I fuck him. I knew this was going to be the shit that he incorporated in his game to sort of make up for
the two
as
shots
the
Kyrie
athleticism
and
waned.
Ray
We all
Allen.
did.
Those are the
Do
two.
you think of it? Is it
Right. The Kyrie 3 in the round 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those
Those are the two biggest moments of his career.
Do you really feel like his athleticism is waning though? Because I hate
Okay,
him.
wait. Sorry. Can I
However-
actually? I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make a
the
slight.
block's pretty
I'm
dope,
gonna make a
okay?
slight
Yeah, the
change.
block
The
was
block.
dope.
I'll say the block is 1. So 2 out of 3. And I will. And honestly, that is me liking LeBron James the most. That is I peaked when he went and beat the Warriors.
Ugh,
But it's similar to when you have to
this
watch the
still
Philadelphia Eagles like going to throwing the real bad guy. You're kind of happy about it, but you're like, ugh, it would have to be him, Sorry, I interrupted you, Mike. But yes, I had to qualify that because I knew people would be like, "What about the block?" And I was like, "Yeah, sorry, I only forgot for a second."
How worried are you about the fact that Kristaps is out and he has some unidentified viral illness? Like they don't have any timetable on his return.
I think when you're going to Eastern Europe and probably like banging some questionable tail, yeah, you're probably gonna come back with something. I think that's all right. I think he comes from good stock. I think he'll shake it off with a nice corn diet and a good round of antibiotics.
I'm only
That's what I
worried
think.
against
He
Cleveland
just
because
needs
of the
he just
size
needs
that
to take
they
his
have.
vitamins.
I think everyone else we can get through without Kristaps because we did it last year for the most part. Because remember, we didn't have him for most of that run last year.
Yeah, we won a championship.
I think we can get, but I think getting past Cleveland this year specifically, if Mobley and Allen are healthy, is going to be really, really hard without Kristaps.
And this is their
Well, I think
Cleveland.
Cleveland are an issue either way. You know what I mean? I think they're our biggest issue regardless. So it's just that's the issue.
We just gotta hope that a surprise happens in the first round, or if you want to go through them, go through them. Like Ray is very dismissive of Cleveland, always has been the entire year. I think it's hard to be dismissive of a team that's lost 10 games and played 65. So like that's
well,
it's pretty fucking tough.
I mean, it's hard to be dismissive of the only, in my opinion. I don't mean to sound like overconfident, considering we have lost like more games than any of us wanted us to lose this season, in ways that were very annoying. The Celtics still have like a roster that it's obviously diminished. I think I've come to the conclusion that Drew Holiday has gone down a level permanently, and I think that losing that level of dynamism in our backcourt defense this year, I don't know if they're going to be able to sort of reignite that in the playoffs. I mean, there's an outside chance of that, but I'm sort of coming to accept the fact that maybe not. And I think that was a big part of us winning. So to me, I'm like, it is kind of make or break on Kristaps more than it was last year. Like if he's not with us, that's an issue. That's a bigger issue than it was last year, I think, competition wise.